Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. Today we are going to be making this cute, I don't know what we're going to call it. It's an ephemera holder pocket. I'm going to attach this differently on my next one that we create, but it's a pocket using envelopes to create an ephemera holder. So however you'll see what I call it in the thumbnail. So these measurements are based on whatever envelopes you have. I happen to have a whole collection of these. I'm not quite sure if they're vellum or what they are. I think they're vellum envelopes. So these are what I'm using. You know, my other idea, if you had the envelopes, the money envelopes from your bank, cut them down. And, you know, these are free. You can cut them down and do the exact same thing with. I would decorate the fronts of these. These I don't need to decorate, but that's another idea. If you don't have something like this, use something like this. Now, the measurements for the paper depend on the width of your envelope. So yours, if you use this, is going to be narrower. You can see from the inside of mine that I did right to the edge of the envelope. So this is the exact same width as my envelope. So that's what's going to determine your measurements. I decided to use cardstock and I decided to decorate it. My 6x6 papers were too short for this, so I used a piece of 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I cut. So this is the 8.5. So I cut down based on the width of my envelope. So that's my measurements. I don't have specific numbers for you. So let's make some space here with these. And depending on what paper you use or the supplies you're going to use, I'm using non-decorated white cardstock. If you want to use decorated patterned paper, go ahead. I do suggest something with a little bit more weight to it, something that is a cardstock. Now, I did mine with 3 envelopes. So let me put this one away. I'm trying to come up with different ideas and plans for these really fun envelopes that I have. Like I said, I got those on Temu. So the first thing that I did, let me grab my paper cutter, was I came in and I trimmed these. And let me show you where I trimmed it to. I trimmed it right here, going across. I cut all of this off because I didn't need it. I didn't want my little ephemera holder to have a flap on it. So let's go ahead and cut that off. So I'm left with that. Try and keep them as even as possible. And now I'm doing this with 3. You can do this with 6 if you want. Whatever you feel suits your needs. And this is something that's really cute to send like happy mail for somebody or just put it in your journal. The trickiest part is remembering where, the opening is to keep that upright. Yep, there. Okay, now let me make sure they are all even. You see, this happened on my last one. My paper cutter, I'm noticing some issues with my paper cutter. You see? All right. It's just slightly off. It could be user error because the user is slightly off too. But all right, let me put these back together. Let me grab some scissors. I mean, it's not a big deal, but if you're gonna be a perfectionist about it, you see that's slightly off. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is here. We're gonna cut them again. Of course, I should clip them. You know, it should be the easiest part. So that is all the way up the arm of my paper cutter. Okay. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, we're gonna stay right there. Oh my goodness. The most simplest thing becomes the most tedious thing. Okay. Now that we have these relatively even, oh, see, that's off there too. All right, well, that's going in the back. Okay, I have my double stick tape. And all I'm going to do is run a piece of double stick tape roughly down the middle. Ish. This is what creates that sort of pretty, sort of accordion look. The more you push the tape down, the easier it is to remove. I am going to do this while they're standing up. So the bottoms are, oh, I have to make sure all my tops are tops. Yep. There. And then let's attach this one. And then I want to put one on the front and I want to put one on the back. And these I am not going to pull off yet. Not until I'm ready to attach everything together. There. And then when you go to open it, that's what gives it that sort of pretty accordion look. Okay, let's put that aside for right now. Now for this, let's just, that's not the piece. This is the piece. For this, that was the end piece. Okay, it's the right width. And what I'm going to do is I would like to stencil this. Then afterwards, after I'm done stenciling it, I'm going to come in and I'm going to stamp it. Let me move these things temporarily. So I am using a blue, a red, and a purple. And I'm using some stencils that I got on Temu. I do it a little bit different than the last one. Now my stencil brushes are pretty much always loaded. This is going to be my top. And I am using my Lavinia Stamps ink, the Elements. So this is the inside. There. Now for the outside, let me come in with my cloth and wipe that up. For the outside, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do blue. Now this will be the outside of our little folio. This is mermaid blue. And I don't need each and every section covered. I'm layering my stencils for this project, and I'm going to be stamping over it, and I'm going to be doing stickers and some book page. These are layered. Okay, so we're done with the blue. Let's put that brush away. And I love this one. And I'm coming in with my Merlot purple. So I'm going to do the top and the bottom. Then I'll fill in the middle. There. Okay, done with the stencils. I have been attempting to reorganize, my craft supplies in my pegboard system that I have over here. Whoops. My pegboard system that I have over here on the side of my desk. So, I mean, I have my scissors, I have one bucket of gel pens, one bucket of brushes, a couple buckets of stencil brushes. You know, I'm trying to keep everything relatively organized. So I'm making sure where the top is. Now, I'm gonna gently pull this over. I do not want this top even with this because I want this to fold over nicely. So let me place that there, and I'm going to come in with my bone folder. Let me make sure that's even. No, it's not even. Okay. Now I can come in and I can attach this. My first one that I did glue on the whole front and all the whole back. I didn't like how it opened up. So for this one, let's just do a stripe on the front and back of all the little envelopes. I'm tucking that in. Giving it a press in the middle, and you know what? I want to give it another crease with my bone folder. There, I like that. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to come in with my corner rounder. I'm using the big one, and I'm doing the inside top, and I'm doing the outside top. Those are the only ones that I'm doing. You want to do something else? Go for it. Okay, put that away. So there, we have that. Next thing I want to do is I want to come in and do some ink blending or ink edging. And in this case, we are going to use some walnut stain. So let's just do all this. And I'm just decorating all of it. I kind of like the finished look of getting all of it edged. And then don't forget to get those little rounded corners. Okay. Wait, I didn't get in here. Could have done this before I attached the inside, but why make things easy for myself? There. Okay, cute. We're done with that. Now, what I did on this one was I did a rubber stamp right here. And this is just a stamp that I got off of Temu. And my ink. Here it is. First Divine Claire. We don't need this. And it's just a stamp that I've had floating around on my desk, to be honest. Just here, so let's use it. And there's a butterfly and some flowers and some text and all of that in this stamp. So I'm good with the amount of sort of collage that's taking place there. Now I need to wipe all of that up. I'll come back in with this to take down the glare a little bit. So we have that. Now, what I want to do is I want to put a hole in this because I am going to be using a brad. And I have teeny tiny little brads. So before I decorate anything else, I'm going to do that there. I can put that away. And I want to get a little piece of book page. And I'm going to decorate in here. And I'm not going to edge this book page. This one's really older and it's thinner. So I'm just going to kind of glue it down. Just adding a little bit more decoration. Do I need to? No. Do I want to? Yes. So you can see a little bit there. Now, the next thing I have is I have a whole bunch of these moths and butterflies and dragonfly stickers. Actually, we'll put that one right there. When you close this, you can't see it. But this you can see. That's kind of pretty. What's this one? Let me see. I have a bunch here. I kind of wanted something with a little more color. That's pretty, but not what I'm looking for. What's this one? Okay, we're going to go with that one. And I'm not edging them. And then I need to do the brad with the twine that I have. There. So this is what we have so far. But before I go further with that, I am going to need, and I have a piece of black cardstock right here. I am going to need a piece of cardstock that's a circle to cover my brad. I have a piece of paper here that keeps falling. Okay, so let's decide what color brad that we want here. Kind of like a lot of them. Let's just go with the white. Kind of blends. Okay, so how I attach my cording, and I have some cording that's almost gone. I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby. So I put my brad in. The hole is right there. I know it's tricky for you guys to see. I put my brad in and I just gently open it. I'm not fully opening it. I just gently open it because I want to come in with this, and I'm raising that brad up. I'm wrapping it around it, and well, let me just do a loop. I'm tying a knot in the loop. So now let me come back in. Let me put the loop there, lifting the brad up. There. I tied a knot in it. Now I can fully open this up, and then I push it on my hard flat glass matte surface. That's flat now because I pushed it down. So this little circle comes in and covers that up. And I'm using mini brads. So the size is going to be different for everybody's brad that they're using. There. And then, let's see which direction is this best. Okay, it's going to be good in this direction. So we'll give it a loop and a half. Let me grab my scissors again. And this just gets tucked in here. This one I can trim, and I'm going to trim that one kind of close. My scissors, there we go. And that's it. I did come in with a little bit of bling on my other one. Let me clean up my bling. This is just a little piece. I get this on a ribbon form from Hobby Lobby. It has a plastic backing, which is neither here nor there, frankly. I just glued that down. To me, that just adds such a pretty little bling to it. And let's open it up and let's see what we got. Yeah, we can put in, I have a whole bunch of things here that we can put in it. Some tags. I have a whole bunch of these little tags that I made. So you can put little handfuls of those into each little pocket. You could do tags, you can do tickets, you can do whatever. You can do stickers. And then just to close it, I just tuck that underneath. That's it. It's really cute. It's really simple. It's easy to pop in the mail too. So I hope that's been fun and informative. I think we've all probably made versions of these. This is just my version of this. But it's nice and sturdy with the cardstock. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my website, my deck that I have created. My oracle card deck. It's kind of like a tarot deck, but it's oracle cards, meaning the words and the meaning for every card is written on every card. So check that out. That is on my website, and it is available now for pre-order, and I am super excited. I'm very proud of this project. So check that out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Be free.